Okay, so it's best to only talk about one subject at a time in videos because commenters can get a little confused sometimes. So there were two subjects I wanted to talk about, and I'm only going to talk about one and then talk about the other one in another video. And these two issues or subjects were talking about MPs' expenses in Britain, or talking about the health service in America. And now the reason I wanted to talk about the health service in America was because of a song that Hank Green from Vlogbrothers did on Wednesday, and it just inspired me to talk about the American health service. But because I'm in Britain, I decided that we have to deal with our issues. So our issues come first, basically, because we're in Britain, or I'm in Britain, whatever. But anyway, so I'm going to talk about MP's expenses and give my opinion, and I'd love to hear your opinion in comments. So basically, I've been watching the news. I always watch the news because the news, well, it's depressing, but I kind of feel that I need to know what's going on in the world. And a lot of people say, oh, teenagers, they don't watch enough news. Hang on, let me just do this light. Will this light look better? That hurt. It's red hot. I'm pissed. Okay, I think that looks better, doesn't it? That's better. Okay. Yeah, cause I kind of feel that I have to follow the news, even though I know what the news is going to say most of the time. It's going to talk about the recession and about stabbings or shootings or war or something depressing. But lately they've been talking about MP's expenses. This is due to a lot of MPs being found out that they are conning taxpayers out of taxpayers' money, because we get charged to pay their wages, we pay their wages through tax, and then we basically get screwed because they just claim for stuff that they don't need to claim for. Like, there was this guy, I don't know what his name is, I'm not interested in MPs' names, I'm interested in what they've done, not their names. And there was this guy, and he went to John Lewis and bought like 17 cushions, which cost a lot of money. I don't know how much, but a lot of our money that he claimed back for him, and he didn't need to. So then there was a comedian who was protesting about this, and he said, well, seeing as we paid for them, us taxpayers, we should have the right to sit on them cushions. Yes, so why don't they bring the cushions out here, we'll sit on them, try them out, because I think everyone deserves to have a little sit on them, and we'll see what they're like, because we paid for them. They're ours in effect. But obviously that didn't happen. Now, my opinion of these things, I'm not going to go into detail about what they've done, because a lot of people know, and I know the Americans and other countries probably won't know, but Brits will know, and they won't like me talking about any more of what MPs have done, because I've heard it all, so I'm just going to give my opinion. Okay, and I'd like all you to do the same video responses or comments if you want to. Okay, basically the way I see this is, all the MPs that have been found out, all of them should be made to pay the money back, all of the money. So if they've taken 50 grand from us, which they don't need, pay it back, all of it. Don't just say, ooh, I'll pay 20 grand. No, 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 no. What about the other 30 grand? No, 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 no. We're not just going to accept 20 grand. So, after that, they should also be made to step down from their position because they can no longer be trusted. It is like you stealing from a shop as an employee. A guy who, the manager, if he finds out, he's not just going to go, oh, okay, well, you can, oh, I just got an email. Oh, YouTube, wow. I am really excited about that. He said, he's not just going to say, oh, well, you've stolen like 5 grand from me, oh my god. But you can still work here, it doesn't matter. No, get back behind the counter and work. As if he's going to be like, get out, go on. Here's your wages for last week. Sling your hook. Or this week, whatever. But MPs are still in their jobs. Why? And then after that, they should be made to go to jail for a number of years. I'm not going to say how many years. No, it needs to be at least a year or 2 or 3. Yeah, and that should be their punishment. Yeah, I think it's weird because this is like they're basically stealing from us. It's like someone going into a shop. I'm using this shop thing again. Like a customer going into a shop, a consumer. Okay, take this pen, for example. Let's pretend this pen is something really expensive. Okay? And it's on a shelf, and someone just comes up, takes the pen, sits it in the pocket, and walks off with it, right? Now, if they get found out, they are going to at least get a caution or in prison, depending on what they stole and what their criminal history from the past is. So why aren't MPs having to do that? They're given the choice to pay the money back. They don't have to. It's not like, oh, pay the money back to us. If they don't want to, they don't have to. And I just think that's wrong. And I also think that to avoid this problem again, we should, or someone should ban expenses. Ban them. Just no more expenses. They should get enough wages to do whatever. They shouldn't have to claim money back. No. Expenses gone. And so that problem will then be avoided. And I know that you're gonna probably say to me, oh well, what about the 40% of people who haven't done anything? Well, that is like school basically, because in school if the teacher keeps you behind in your lunch break and 40% of the class haven't done anything wrong, they still have to stay most of the time. Tough crap. Tough. MPs have done wrong, so they should be made to suffer for it. And, oh, I'll tell you what annoyed me, actually, that was on the news today. There was this MP on, and she goes, oh well, we're so annoyed as MPs with the atmosphere that is coming into Westminster. Whatever, yeah. And she said, and some people have and it said on the news that MPs might be considering suicide, some of them. Now, the atmosphere in Westminster, what about the atmosphere of the public? Us public, we are angry because they are claiming for things that they don't need to claim for.